Hello my gorgeous loves out there and welcome. In today's video I'm going to be reviewing two new palettes from Beaute. This is the Aura palette and the Envy palette. It's their newest collection and they're so pretty. So I want to do some swatches, create a couple looks, and let you guys know if this is worth picking up or not, and if it's a good formula. You know I'm going to give you all the info. But before we get into this video, if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Bree and I'm just a crazy lover of all things beauty, and I like to post a lot of fun, colorful makeup content. I like to do a lot of indie makeup. So if that is what you're into, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. But with that being said, let's get into this video. Alright, my snickerdoodles, your girl's been shopping. I have so many fun reviews coming, and there's just so many beautiful palettes that I have released, especially during Black Friday and like the Cyber Monday sale. So I can't wait for them to all come in so I can show you guys how beautiful they are. But Beaute came out with this beautiful limited edition collection, and I was intrigued. Now, they have released other palettes this year, but none of them pulled me in like these two did, and you're gonna see they're so pretty. Now, you can get each of these for $34.99 each, or you can get it in a bundle, and I think the bundle was $65.99. Now, I actually got this off of their Instagram shop, and I got 20% off because I guess it was my first time ordering through the Instagram shop. So maybe check that out if you want to get a higher discount. I thought that was awesome, so I ended up going that route. But there's also influencers who have discount codes, which I think you can get 10% off with them. But always look for a code or a deal. You know, you never want to pay full price if you don't have to, right? But anyways, let's get into each palette. So the Aura palette is so beautiful, and the packaging is, you know, that kind of kaleidoscope tie-dye kind of vibe, and I just think it's really pretty. And then here is what it looks like inside. This is a very different, unexpected color story. I've never seen the mix of like purples with like grungy yellows and some burgundies. I think it's really cool. Now this one has, I think, 5 shimmers, and I think the rest are mattes, and I love the depth in here. It has a good range. You got some lighter shades, you got some darker shades. It's just a really unexpected color story, and it really drew me in. I was like, this is different, very unique to my collection. And then the Envy palette, which is my favorite kind of colors to play with, and I was like, this is my typical color story. I love it. So this also has that kaleidoscope, like, you know, tie-dye design, but it's just green. And then this is what it looks like inside. Both of them have a mirror, by the way, and this one is perfect. I mean, there's greens, blues, and grungy tones. What more could you ask for? It has a good range from deeper shades to lighter shades like shimmers. This one also has 5 shimmers and 7 mattes, which is a good breakup between the two formulas. So we are going to get into both of these. I only have enough time to create a look with each. I will try to maybe do a look on Instagram, but don't hold me to it. Life is hectic and super busy right now. I mean, I'm sure it is for a lot of you during the holidays. There's a lot of things going on, but that was all the info about these two palettes. So I am going to get a little closer. We're going to dive into both of them, see what kind of looks I can come up with, and then I will give you guys my final thoughts at the end. So I did go ahead and prime my eyes already with the MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in Soft Ochre, and I did not set it. So I'm going to start off with the Aura palette because I have a purple shirt, so it made sense. So I want to do a reverse cat eye. I'm going to give that a try. I've never done that before, so we're going to see what happens. But let's start off with the top lid. I already know what I want to do, and I'm excited because I think this is going to be something very different for me. So I want to start off with Hazy. This beautiful, like grungy brownie mustard shade. And I'm taking it with this brush right here, and I'm going to work it through the crease, because the top part's going to be really yellow. I hope this look comes out right. But one of the girls in their like little advertisement has like all yellow on the top and then purple on the bottom. And I was like, you know what? I'm inspired by that. I like that. So I'm going to give it a try. This is on the deeper side. It's like a deep mustardy brown, and it's just so pretty. And I'm just bringing that all through the crease and blending it up and concentrating some of it on the outer corner. Now I'm going to get into the shade cut Nimbus, which is a darker yellowy brown. And I'm going to just concentrate that on the outer corner. Get that depth. And I'm not going to take it too far in. Wow, that is very pigmented. And it's nice and deep in tone, which I love. Ooh, that is so, so pretty. I am now going to take this little brush right here. I think this is from Real Techniques. And I want to go into the shade called Glamour on the bottom. And then I'll get to like the shimmers on the lid. But I really want to smoke this purple all on the lower lash line. Look at that pigmentation. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. I know a lot of like reverse cat eyes, they're using like liners, like a gel liner or a pencil liner, but I've also seen some people do it where they use a shadow like this. Wow, I cannot believe how pigmented this is. This is so beautiful. And I'm just kind of stretching it out on that outer edge. Oh my god, I think this looks so cool. Now I'm going to go into a clean brush. I'm not going to add any product to it. And I'm going to just work it on the edge of that purple just so I can make the edges look a little bit more diffuse and blend it. So I'm just working that back and forth. But I do want to start putting some shimmer on the lid. So I'm going to go into Sunburst. And I'm going to pick it up with this Nabla brush. Ooh, these shadows seem really creamy. And it seems to pick up very well on a brush. And I am going to spray it. So that's what I like to do. I like to spray my shimmers or go in with a glitter primer. But I'm going to use that all over the lid. Such a beautiful mustardy, goldy, metallic. And it's really creamy. So I'm just going to cover most of the lid and just really smooth that on. But now I'm going to go into Nimbus, back into that deeper yellowy brown, and I'm just going to go on the edge here just to make sure everything looks good together. And we don't want any harsh lines. Now let's do a inner corner highlight. I'm going to take the shade called Moonlight, which looks like a taupey shimmer. And I'm just picking it up with this pencil brush, and so much comes on the brush, like wow. And I'm going to spray it as well just to avoid any kind of shimmer fallout. And I'm just going to put that in the very, very inner corner. I'm not going to take it into the lid or anything. I'm just going to concentrate it right there. I just love how this looks, and it was so easy to put together. So pretty. Now I'm going to take this little angled liner brush, and I'm going to go into Glamour, the shade we have on the bottom, and I'm just going to run it on the top here. So I'm using it as a liner, just like a little thin like purple line. So I'm going to go into one more shade. I'm going to take Gleam right here and use a little bit of it in the front where the purple is touching the inner corner highlight, just to make it look a little bit more seamless. And this metallic formula does seem different from the other two I just used. It seems a little bit more smoother, but I can see like little beautiful sparkles in it. Maybe it's more like shiny, and I'm going to spray that. And I'm just going to use just a little bit right here. I just feel like it looks a little harsh between the purple and that like taupey inner corner. Just very little. I'm not going to take it too far in. I'm just going to concentrate it right there in that inner portion. And there we go for my purple reverse cat eye but mustardy lid. I think it looks so cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off my look and do something on the waterline, mascara, maybe lashes, figure out something for my lips, and then I will be right back to show you guys the completed look. Alright loves, I am back. Also just realized I don't have any earrings on today. I don't know what's going on with me. I always put earrings on. So obviously I was tired this morning when I was getting ready for work. But here is the look. What do you guys think of this? I love this color combo. I would have never thought to pair mustardy yellows with purple, like ever in my life. But when I saw the palette in the color store, I was like so intrigued, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have to try that combo with these shades and the purple, and it worked out so well. And I really like this reverse cat eye thing. Like, I don't know why I've never tried this trend before, but I get why a lot of people are really into it. I can see myself doing it and more. I just love pulling the shade out like that purple right there. And it was so easy to do. Such a simple look. but it's so stunning and so striking. I'm such a fan. But to finish off this look, I went in with the Kiss Lash Glue Liner. I went in with the Kiss So Wispy Lashes, my usual combo. For my lips, I used the ColourPop Lip Liner in Dopey. I'm not sure if this is a color you can still get. And then I used the Glam Light Liquid Lipstick in Pinot Noir. I believe that's what the name is of this. It's from the Happy Hour collection, but everything will be linked below, you know, for this look in case you're wondering. And then for tight lining, I went in with the ColourPop Gel Liner in Swerve, and that is all I did to complete this look. But I'll show you guys one more time. But that was everything for this look with the Aura palette. I think we're now ready to get into the Envy palette. All right, another day, time to get into the Envy palette. I did go ahead and use the MAC Paint Pot again in Soft Ochre, and I did not set it. And for this look, I want to do something really smoky and blue, and then maybe a pop of green in the inner corner. So I'm going to start off with the shade called Crave. I moved my camera around a little bit. I don't know if you guys can tell, but hopefully this is a better setup. But I'm going to just put that on the outer corner and all through the crease. I'm really gonna stamp that on first, and then I will work out the edges for this shade. It is a very saturated blue, and we don't have any light blues to really blend out the edges, but I will just work slowly with this shade so we don't get it to be like patchy. So I'm just doing that. I'm gonna bring it all through the crease. We're gonna get so blue and so dark and smoky with this. Now I'm going to clean off the brush I was using with this color switch, and I'm gonna use it on the edge of the blue with no like added shadow, just to soften out the edges and make it look a little bit more seamless and diffuse. I'm just gonna keep running it over and over on the edges. Now I'm going to get into the shade called Covet. It's a pretty deep kind of teal. It is deeper than the blue Crave shade, so I'm just gonna use that on the very outer corner to even darken it some more. Just on the outer corner. I'm not going to bring it in, but you see how layering that shade over the blue makes it a lot more dark? I love that. I love, love, love that. So now I want to get into the metallics. I'm going to get this flat shader brush from Refer. What is this? Number 28. It's one of my favorite brushes from them. And I want to start off with Dominate, this sapphire blue. It's so pretty and so creamy. It's picking up very nicely. Look at that. And I'm going to spray it with just some water, just so we can smooth it on, avoid any fallout. And I'm gonna cover most of the lid, like where the deepest matte is on the outer corner, and I'm gonna bring it in like 3/4 way in. Oh, I love these kind of colors. I love sapphire blues. This one also has little like silver specks throughout. It is so pretty. And now I want to take a little bit of Rival. This shade right here looks like a dual chrome. It's like a blue to purple. It is so pretty and striking. So I'm gonna use the same brush, and I'm going to spray it as well. I'm gonna use that in the inner portion. Oh, that is so pretty. It is like a lighter blue, and I love that it has like that purple shift. It's really pretty. So I'm just concentrating it in the inner portion. So now I want to go in with this Vibes shade, this beautiful green. And I'm going to use that all in the inner portion and a little bit onto the lid. And I'm going to spray it as well, just so we can avoid any fallout. And oh, I love a little pop of green. It's like my favorite thing to do. And I want it to be a little bit on the lid, but mainly in that inner portion. And I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. I want to take a little bit of Dominate on the bottom where the green is meeting the blue matte, just to make it a little bit more seamless, just right in between those two shades. and get it to look a little bit more blended down here as well. And there we go. Such an easy, beautiful smoky blue look with a pop of green. So I am going to go and finish my look off camera, do lashes, mascara, and all that fun stuff. And I will be right back to show you guys the completed look. Alright, my loves, I am back. What do you guys think of this? This very smoky, sultry blue look with the pop of green in the inner corner. I love the contrast between the two shades. It makes that green like really stand out, and I feel very sexy and sultry in this look. And I always love using deep blues in a palette, but it's not often that I just go all in with the deep blues and like do something like this, so I'm very happy. I love a good like sapphire blue on the lids. But all I did off camera to finish this look off is I went in with the Kiss So Wispy lashes. I also used the Kiss Lash Glue liner, and I also used some of the LA Girl Jet Setter liquid liner to create like the wing part. And then for mascara, I also used the Beauty For Real High Def mascara. And then for my waterline, I went in with the LA Girl Shockwave liner and Gotcha, so I could match up with the green inner portion. And then for my lips, I did a little bit of a combo. I went in with the We Makeup lipstick in Hualalai Amber. It's a like cool tone kind of milk chocolate shade, but I wanted it to be a little bit more warm in the lips, like a little bit more yellow tone to it. So I went in with the Unearthly Cosmetics Satin Liquid Lipstick in Jasmine. It's too light to use on its own, so I like to use this over other lip products when I want something to be a little bit more yellow, and I think it paired very nicely with this smoky blue look. So that is everything that I did to complete this look. I'm very happy with it, and I am now ready to like zoom you guys out and give you guys my like final first impressions on both of these palettes. I'm not sure if it's obvious by now on how I feel about these palettes as I was creating these two looks, but the palettes are both gorgeous, beautiful. Like the mattes in each of them are nice and pigmented and blendable. You can lay the mattes on one another. The metallics in both of them are very creamy and smooth. You have some dual chromes in these palettes. You have some shades that have a little extra sparkle, and it's that metallic formula that I feel won't enhance texture on the lids because they're so smooth and creamy and they just glide on the lids like butter. I think the color story is beautiful on both of these. I love this Envy palette with the mix of the greens and the blues and the like grungy tones. This is like my go-to color story, and I love how deep and sultry and smoky this is. Now overall it is on the darker side. There is no light mattes in here. It's all mid-tone to like deep mattes, and it's so smoky and beautiful and what I love. Now if you need lighter mattes in a palette, you would have to pull another palette to mix with this one, but I love it as is because I love a lot of depth in my looks. The Aura palette is very interesting and unique. The mix of the purple with like these mustardy brown tones is so interesting, as well as a pop of burgundy. I feel like this palette is so much prettier in person than how it looked in the initial promo photos. Like I was very pleasantly surprised by this palette, and I feel like it's just so unique and different from anything that I have in my collection. And this one does go a little lighter, like it has this soul shade that is a lighter matte, but overall it's mid-tone. There's a lot of depth in here, and it's just pretty. Like they're so good, and there is nothing I would change about either palette. I'm very happy with both, and I'm just really loving the new formula from Ace Beaute. Their mattes are just so good. Their metallics are so pretty because their older formula, the mattes were a little bit more sheer. You had to try it harder to build them up, and they didn't lay very well on one another. And their metallics, like their old metallics, were a lot more satin-like. So they nailed it with their new formula. They're doing so well with their palettes, and I just think you can't go wrong with either one. So I highly recommend both of them. If you're considering buying them, I think you would actually really love them if you know like the kind of formulas that I just described. But you guys will have to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Did you purchase any of these? Did you pass? Like, what are your thoughts on Ace Beaute? Have you tried their like new and old formula? I would love to hear from all of y'all. And if you're new here and you enjoy this video, you like a lot of fun and colorful makeup content, you like a lot on indie makeup, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. I love to have you here. Also, don't forget to check out the description below. I will have the palettes linked. I will have the rest of my makeup that I'm wearing linked. I will also have videos of mine that you might be interested in watching, like other reviews I've done in the past, or just other other things that's on my channel. I will also have my contact on my social media platforms. I'm on Instagram as Breezy Lifestyle and Breezy_Beauty. So if you want to get some other different type of content, then please join my Instagram file. I would really, really love that. But guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, for being here, supporting my channel, being amazing. I just appreciate you all so much, and I just hope you're having a wonderful holiday season so far. But I'm just sending you all so much light and love. But until next time, bye guys.